Hey everyone, and welcome to Sudden Impact. I'm your host, JL. As you can see, I'm at our old studio. It's a little beat up, it's a little dingy, but who cares? I'm still hiding from Matt Hampson. Third week in a row, he still can't find me. Thought I heard a knocking. Anyway, let's take you to the first match.
Chuck Diamond here along with JL once again in the great town of Latham, Illinois, bringing you this one-on-one matchup. Two-time former Midwest Impact Pro heavyweight champion, The Obsession, Zach Booth, going one-on-one with a newcomer. We have quite an influx of new talent coming into Midwest Impact Pro. His name is Bo Sawyer.
I hope he pops his head off, Chuck. You know, Booth had a chance to join the Empire, and he should have done it while he had the chance. Now he's out there all on his own, gonna do his own thing. He could have had protection. No, he didn't want to do that. Bo Sawyer is a monster, and he's gonna rip him apart.
Well, indeed, that could happen, but this is our very first look at the man as we get a collar and elbow tie-up, and he backs Zach Booth from the corner. Zach Booth turns him around. Will we get a clean break here? Referee making the count. Yes, we got a clean break, JL.
Ha! Yeah, clean.
Indeed, and right now they are circling around one another, both jockeying for position. Here we go, and Sawyer goes behind him, has Zach Booth in the waistlock. He has that power advantage. Booth hits the ropes, and he's on the receiving end of a back elbow by Bo Sawyer. Very well placed back elbow, JL.
You know, I don't even know what you're saying here. People keep walking in front of my camera. I can't see what the hell's going on.
Well, JL, let's pay attention to the task at hand.
I would if I could see, Chuck.
Well, my eyes are open and I can see just fine, JL.
This is bothering me. And there's that woman playing Candy Crush again.
JL, you need to stop insulting our fans. I mean, Gerald Touchon, he said he'll go back.
Oh, wait. Don't even bring him up, Chuck. I don't even want to talk about Touchon. He's a piece of garbage. He's a dumpster fire.
The best broadcast partner I've ever had, indeed.
You take that back, Chuck.
And right now, Zach Booth, he could not take Bo Sawyer down. He can't even budge him with that shoulder tackle.
Well, look at him. He's a mountain. He's a mountain with a beard.
And Zach Booth right now, he's rethinking his game plan. I do believe that's what he...
Get out of my camera!
That's what he appears to be doing as JL insults our fans here in Latham. And right now, Zach Booth with a knee. It didn't look like he got very much of that, but it stunned Bo Sawyer. Nonetheless, goes for that ace crusher. Bo Sawyer counters and goes for the bicycle kick. Zach Booth blocks, and unfortunately he did not block that knee. Zach Booth gets staggered on the knee, and he picks him up and he drops Zach Booth on his posterior, hits the ropes, and a clothesline. He lateral presses Zach Booth. He only gets it looked like a 1 count.
You know, I'm still... Look at this. Look at this front row up here. This woman is still on this phone. I think she's sending messages to the JL page.
Oh, JL, that's a story for another time, as right now...
No, it's a story for right now. Everybody wants to be JL.
JL, quit cutting me off. Right now, we've seen Bo Sawyer execute a suplex on Zach Booth. You need to pay attention to the task at hand.
You know, I'm distracted by all these people walking in front of the camera, and then this person down here messaging JL, probably saying how great I am, of course. Who wouldn't tell me how great I was?
I don't think these people...
Get out of the camera!
I don't think these people appreciated the turncoat Corey Americana, as right now, Bo Sawyer was clubbing Zach Booth and he headbutted him, a very devastating headbutt.
I'm going to strangle some people. They keep walking in front of the camera. I'm going to break them in half.
And right now, Zach Booth, he backs Bo Sawyer back to the corner. And a knife-edge chop. I don't know how much effect it had.
I don't think it did anything, Chuck. Look at him. He's just laughing it off.
He's just walking it off. Bo Sawyer, he's a massive individual. And Zach Booth with another knife-edge chop, and Bo Sawyer he walked it off. sends him back in the corner, and a knife-edge chop of his own on Zach Booth, and that did more than just sting Zach Booth.
See, he showed him how it was done. And he's going to do it again.
And
Listen.
Zach,
what? He blocked it!
Zach Booth blocks a knife-edge chop, super kick to the shin, and another super kick while Bo Sawyer is on his knees, but he has not went down off of his feet. Zach Booth, he rolls him over, and he only gets a 2 count. I don't think he got the effect on that super kick that he would have preferred, JL.
He's lucky he got the count he did, Chuck. Bo Sawyer's going to get up and just beat the living hell out of him. Watch it.
And Zach Booth spins him over into a neck breaker. Very well executed neck breaker. And he goes over. He hooks that leg, but he only hooks the outside leg. And he got a 2 count. Bo Sawyer able to get that shoulder up.
This guy's hitting himself in the face. He's going to get up and pummel the hell out of him.
Yes, indeed. Zach Booth, now he has a version of the camel clutch on Bo Sawyer, perhaps looking to wear the man down.
Look over here, Chuck. There's somebody else sending JL messages.
JL, you never cease to amaze me.
Hey, I can't help it that I'm everybody's favorite wrestler and on-air personality.
JL, I don't think anybody appreciates your presence except for your Empire members. And what's with Corey Americana?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. He's here. He's with us. That's all you need to know, Chuck.
Well, Zach Booth with the drop kick looked like to the breadbasket or the rib cage of Bo Sawyer. Bo Sawyer fighting back, however. And a headbutt to Zach Booth. He staggers Zach Booth, but Zach Booth fires back with another drop kick.
He put him down, but he was already on his knees. He's never actually taken him directly off his feet, Chuck, and that's important.
Zach Booth, I must say, appears to be a little lethargic in this matchup. I mean, his strike's not having the effect that he's intending on.
You know, and Bo Sawyer, look at him. He looks like a barbarian. He's going to get up and just pummel this guy into the ground.
He may just do that. He's fighting back, and another headbutt on Zach Booth. Zach Booth reeling here, and Bo Sawyer, he's just taking his time here. He needs to get on his man, and he gets Zach Booth up by the head, and another knife-edge chop knocks Zach Booth back to the corner.
Oh, he's pushing him back, Chuck. I think there's no hope. Well, ooh, looks like he got him in the eyes. Now, why didn't the ref say something about that? They're always telling me not to do it.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, JL. Is Zach Booth. He executes a Russian leg sweep, hooks that outside leg again, only gets a 2 count. Zach Booth did not hook the proper leg, and he only got a 2 count. Zach Booth just not quite on his game, and that Russian leg sweep, I also believe, didn't get the effect that he hoped for.
Well, and here's the thing, Chuck. In the thick of the fight, sometimes, and you've seen me do it, you know I do it. Sometimes you hook that outside leg, and it's okay. I mean, you're probably not going to win unless you pummel the guy to death, but whatever.
Well, Zach Booth missed the splash in the corner, and he's on the receiving end of 2 clotheslines by Bo Sawyer. And Bo Sawyer Irish whips Zach Booth, puts a head down. Zach Booth kicks him, and he comes back, Bo Sawyer, and he slams him down, similar to the slam that won the tag team championships for Yoder and Zeke.
And you know, this is this may be another repeat. It might be a big upset. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, Bo Sawyer, he's impressing here in his Midwest Impact Pro debut. And Zach Booth, he goes to the eyes, and an ace crusher. That could be it right there. Zach Booth, he hooks that leg. He only gets a 2 count though. This time he did not hook the outside leg, but his best was not good enough.
Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, Chuck. It just doesn't. But at least he got the proper hook this time.
I cannot say this is one of the better performances I have seen from the 2-time Midwest Impact Pro heavyweight champion Zach Booth. And Bo Sawyer with the right hand staggers Zach Booth. He misses with the discus lariat. And Zach Booth with the one-night stand. He hooks the outside leg and he gets the He gets the 3 count, I do believe. Did Bo Sawyer get that shoulder up?
I think it's all over right here, Chuck. I think that was the 3 count. It's done. But like you were saying, it may not be his best performance, but he's up against a barbarian. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, referee Matt Hansen making a judgment call here. Zach Booth, your winner this week here on Sudden Impact, despite a very subpar performance. But a subpar performance from Zach Booth was just enough to defeat a newcomer here this week in Bo Sawyer.
You know, I don't know if I'd call it a subpar performance. He just couldn't fight back as well as he could against, a regular opponent. Bo Sawyer is a beast. And a beast will put you down every time.
And Bo Sawyer had Zach Booth off of his game tonight, but in the end it was not enough to get the Duke as your winner here this week on Sudden Impact, the Obsession, Zach Booth, as we go back to the studio, JL.
That was a great match, and yeah, there's somebody knocking here. I don't know what's going on. I hear it in the background. I gotta get out of here. Maybe Hampson found me. This has been this week's episode of Sudden Impact.